headquarters in the UK? Do we mean jobs? Do we mean R&D? So it'd be great to go around the panel, give a little bit of context about you, what you're doing, your organisation, and give us your view on what a UK national champion should be. So maybe we'll start with Gerald. Tell us a little about OQC, tell us about the recent round, and then what's your view? What should the UK be optimising for?
Sure. Hi everyone, I'm Gerald. I'm the CEO of OQC and we're a quantum computing company. Firstly, thank you very much for the invite and it's great to be here. It's such a great and big crowd. So at OQC we build the quantum computers themselves. We then deploy them to commercial data centers and we work with and support our customers to solve some of their hardest problems. We spun out of the University of Oxford in 2017. We were the first commercially available quantum computer in the UK, the first quantum compute as a service company in Europe. And we're the first and we're still the only company in the world to deploy quantum computers to commercial data centers. We've done that now a number of times. We've got our London data center, about 45 minutes from Paddington, so not quite London. We just say that for positioning mainly. And we've expanded to Tokyo with Equinix, which is one of the largest and leading co-location players. And then just before Christmas, we launched the industry's first quantum AI data center with our core partners NVIDIA and the other big co-location player in the market, Digital Realty. And just on Monday, with Jamie Dimon and with Rachel Reeves, we announced Europe's first quantum AI data center here in London. Now that's actually in London. And that's with AMD and also with JP Morgan, which we're really excited about. I think in terms of UK winners or national winners, I think maybe the first thing definitionally for me is I'm not trying to build a UK winner or a national champion. The reason I say that is I think it's really important to build global winners from Britain and to have an ambition that is much more, if you're a kid and you're in athletics or you're an athlete of some sort, you want to be an Olympic champion, you want to be a world champion, but you want to represent Britain. And I think it's that, I think that's the first thing, is that I'm not too keen on a national champion or a UK champion because it feels like what you're doing is just servicing here, when really we want to go global customers, globally compete and globally win, but to do it from Britain. And then I think in the definitional sense of what sovereignty might mean and what Britishness might mean as a company, I think it's quite straightforward from, at least from our own point of view. It's the center of gravity of the company is here. Now you can go into what exactly does that mean. I think it's clear then, where is the technical talent coming from? Where is the IP being generated from, the core IP being generated from? In likelihood, your headquarters is probably here on that basis if the center of gravity of decision making is here. And then I think a really important one in today's geopolitical climate, if there's a crisis, if it's national security or if it's defense related, who's dependent on you? And is it the case actually, the government or all of us are dependent on those that really, when it comes to it, the decision making might shift because another country might take a decision about that. And I think that's where Britishness will exist and that's where Britishness has to exist. The other side is, the more positive and the opportunistic side, is that if the center of gravity is here, then the spillover effects will also be here. I have lots of people, hopefully in my company, that they will leave. I don't want them to, but they will leave at some point. And hopefully we'll help them to build something in Britain that then forms the basis of our kids' jobs in the future. And I think that's another element of the center of gravity, means the spillover impacts on talent, on IP, on supply chain, is also supporting the growth of the economy and then everyone's skill sets associated with it.
So I think that's a really interesting way of putting it. Sarah, you're sitting on the government side.